sticky tires. So technically I just need to make a wheel that looks for objects that are close to it, and then I apply a force on the wheel that pushes the wheel onto the surface, making it stick to stuff. I'll just start by yoinking the wheels from the normal scrap mechanic version. Oh yeah, I also just noticed the normal wheel is flammable, but the big wheel is not flammable. How does this make sense? Because the color of all my objects is always 69, 69, 69. There we go, now we've got 2 new wheels in the mod. However, I would like them to look a little different. So this is the texture of the wheel. Now I think this is the rim that is usually paintable, so I'm gonna paint this. So now I just delete all of the tire part like this. Right, it took forever to get the file paths right, and this looks really weird. Yeah, I really have no clue how to make 3D models. I don't really understand how the texture of the big wheel works, so I don't know what you're talking about. There never was a big wheel. Yeah, this is very professional what I do. Right now I have this weird color mixture. And yeah, depending on the different channels, we get different properties. I have no idea if this works. We'll see. This is very interesting looking. This looks really bad. Yeah, this is now gonna be our sticky wheel because I have no idea how textures really work. We're just gonna make a new script for it. I just copy paste one of the old ones and replace a bunch of words. Right, if I now place down a wheel, you can see a message appear in chat. So the script is working. Now I just need to make the actual physics of this work. I just realized a very big problem. Because the wheel is attached to a bearing and a car, of course, the closest object for the wheel is gonna be the car itself. So what I'm now doing is checking for objects that are within a sphere of this shape. So I get a funny table every time that looks like this. And yeah, as you can see, this cannot detect the terrain surface, which, I don't know, it's not that good. So I guess I'll have to use the multicast. Yeah, I never used this method before, so we'll see if it works. So yeah, for some reason, the multicast that casts a sphere has a start and an end point, so I think it's using like a bean shape or whatever. I have a much worse solution, I think. I'm just gonna do a bunch of fixed raycasts in like this direction and so on. So I'm basically gonna have like 8 or 4 of them, which should also help with me not casting in this direction, so it wouldn't stick to, you know, the side of the wheel. Right, so now it keeps saying false, and once I walk close to the wheel, you can see it says true because it detects my collision. Because now, not only do I completely get rid of this axis the car is attached to, it also doesn't matter at all what the wheel collides with, so if you had a tower of haybots, you could probably drive up that as well. Yeah, I still have to see how I'm gonna make the physics work. So I now just made a loop within a loop to create all of the different directions. Basically, we'll just have our wheel like this. Then I cast in all of these directions. So there's gonna be 8 raycasts every tick. Now I know the diameter of the wheel is 3, so the radius is 1.5. Meaning if I set the radius to 2, I should be able to get what's close to the wheel. Ah, I think it's working. So now you can see some numbers in chat appearing. These are the numbers of the raycasts that are hitting stuff, but I think the radius might be a little bit too big. So if I place blocks directly in front of the wheel, this does nothing. The vectors seem to look alright. Okay, so now all of the 8 rays hit me. I'm so stupid, this does not have an endpoint. This thing has just a direction. Oh my god. This is exciting. I think I got the collision working. So now this is ray 5. This is another ray. Then this is also another. Oh my god, it's working. Now I think what I need to do is whenever a ray collides with anything, I just apply an impulse from the wheel towards that raycast. And that should be really simple, right? I think it's working if the wheel is falling over. Or maybe it's not. Let's see if this is better. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. Now this is, I think, also some kind of stabilized wheel now. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's working. Yeah, now I can just take an existing car, swap out the wheels. And I'm also gonna make this interactable with a slider so you can adjust the strength of the stickiness. But yeah, this does not feel very great in terms of driving experience, but it could also kind of be my car. I'm not... Okay, I need a bigger wall. Right, I would highly doubt that this works just the first try, but... Hey, I think it... Oh my god, it kind of worked. Yes, it works, but it's... Oh my god, this is difficult. You see, it's a lot easier to, like, drive up the wall this way, but then we flip so easily. Why? Just make the wheels 10 times stickier. So yeah, now driving this is... yeah, they're really sticky. And still the same issue. Right, maybe I need to increase the radius as well. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. It works. Dude, I can't believe it. You know, I have gravity that's... Oh my god, we have sticky wheels. It's like one of these ideas when I can't believe when I actually pull it off. Yeah, it's just gravity that keeps pushing me down. It's kind of inconvenient. Yeah, okay, as normal wheels, they kind of seem to work, right? Oh my god, I've got to test them in like a looping map, because now you should be really easily be able to do a looping with those. Yeah, I'm literally just yoinking some stuff from some other things I've worked on, because it's been a while since I did GUI stuff. Ah, now we can use this, and it even creates a GUI. Yeah, when I press the buttons, I get a new error message, so it's kind of working. I just need to modify the GUI. Ah, I was just looking for code I can yoink, because I keep forgetting how to do it. Yeah, this now creates new storage with, your mom. And yeah, now I'm literally gonna edit the layout file to change this. There's like a GUI editor, but I can't be bothered to use it. But yeah, for example, now it's sticky wheel. Okay, my UI now, yeah, I found the issue. Having like quotations mark in text, you see, it breaks the whole formatting of the document.
1 hour later.
Well, okay, it doesn't look perfect, but it's functional enough, I think. Now I just need to hook up the GUI stuff with my functions down here. I should probably replace all of the wheels to refresh the script, and then it should work.
Nope.
It does not work. I probably just forgot to refresh the GUI. I just increased the radius by 1 step, and it's suddenly infinity. Just something about the radius seems kinda off. Why is it suddenly becoming infinity? Oh, look, Stack Overflow to the rescue. Now, as you can see, this fixes the issue with the radius. Now, I just need to make sure this is centered on the screen, because I somehow messed this up. When we're done with this, I'm really gonna try a looping with this one. Yeah, this is Impulse 1024, by the way. Maybe that is a little bit too strong. I think I need to change the name to back panel, and that's magically gonna center stuff. Yeah, that seems to have worked. It doesn't make sense, but the GUI is done kind of wonky anyway. Does this look like the right impulse? I'm not sure. Okay, impulse of 8 is not enough to keep this thing on the wall by default. Yeah, now the problem is the radius, and should probably increase the max radius you can give the car. How bad is it if the impulse is that? Oh my god, this is so bad. My GPU is dying. You know what? Now we have the strict follow camera. This is gonna look so weird. This is crazy. You can now add verticality to your racetracks if you wanted to. It's like playing Mario Kart. So I've downloaded some crazy racetracks from the workshop, and let's put the sticky wheels to the real test, I guess. You literally just need to swap the wheels on your existing car and you're ready to go. And yeah, it's a little wonky when it falls down, but it's gonna be fine. Alright, we're coming up to the first looping. I really hope this is not gonna fail because of my driving skills, but now this should work really well. Oh my god, we're doing it. This car does not have a lot of thrust, but the looping is no problem at all. Oh my god, this is crazy. Like, are we literally glued to it? Yes, we are. There's no way off. Except we need to fall, and oh my god, this is bad. This is bad. But since the wheels are sticky, we are more likely to land on the right side. Kind of like a cat. I must say this is absolutely awesome, because especially at these jumps where your car could flip so easily, now the wheels actually make sure your car always flips correctly. Also, please leave a comment with your mod ideas. I want them all. Sunshake powered engine. But yeah, I think I have just the right idea for this engine. It's gonna be quite big, because I'm just gonna reuse the model from the Sunshake vending machine. But then I'm planning to actually fill it up with real Sunshakes inside the machine. And then it's gonna have a signal just like a normal engine you can use to power the car. So we just yoink the Sunshake vending machine, and we just need to change the UUID. We've got our very own Sunshake vending machine. Of course, my default color is always 6969. So if I now press F on the machine, I wrote something wrong, but this was just for testing anyway, so the script is now working. So time to start adding an inventory to this thing where you can actually put the Sunshake into, and I just realized I think I could just yoink the gas engine GUI, and I don't need to make my own GUI, which is also a really good thing, so let's try and do that. The best thing is the entire gas engine code is completely done in Lua, so I can just Control A, Control C, Control V. I think it's only fair that you connect this to 69 bearings. Yeah, I also just realized that we still do not have Sunshake in creative, which is kind of bad. So I guess I need to start by adding Sunshake to my mod. And there we go, we've got a Sunshake. Now, depending on my yoinking skills, it might even just... Right, you cannot drink it for some reason. I don't understand why, but at least you can place it down, which is pretty neat already. And it has a really weird texture if you destroy it, but why would you destroy Sunshake? And I just need to rename a bunch of stuff to Sunshake Engine, and that's pretty much most of, like, making this work, I hope. Right, I think I'm done yoinking stuff from the code. I also think the icons should show up if I generate the icons for it. I thought the icons would be working. What a scam. There we go, now it's fixed. So let's get the vending machine and... Yep, nothing is working. I messed something up. Nice. Because I'm doing the UUIDs the wonky way over here, so... Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I'm sure this is not gonna cause confusion later. Okay, I think it's working. Let's press use on it and look at this! Free the walk inside you! I can't believe this is working. Look, we've even got a connection thing over here, which is not the right color, by the way. Yeah, you see, this is much better. Now, the only problem is, it's not showing the container where I can insert the Sunshakes. And yeah, there's also a bunch of errors in console, so there's a bunch of stuff to fix. You know, the funny stuff is, whenever you debug one error, there's always another one, and it keeps going. Yeah, this seems to be working. I'll just need to enable the fuel container, because it's kind of bad if I cannot put fuel into the engine. Well, speaking of the engine, would it actually work now? So I've got these amazing DPP bearings now, which is just a bearing with my name on it. Technically, I can now connect this to the Sunshake vending machine. Oh my god, it works! Okay, I don't think it's doing anything because it has no fuel, which is kind of bad. But now imagine this could be spinning. I mean, the sound effects are working. When the button is on, you can hear the engine sounds, and now they're gone. So I'm close, I guess. Right, I think I fixed it. We can now put Sunshake into the engine, perhaps? Okay, it still takes regular gas. Are you kidding me? The weird thing is the engine doesn't even run on gasoline. Yeah, I think I forgot to set the filter here because I was smart. So I now replaced the engine. Now it's showing up the battery icon, but we can fill it with Sunshake. Oh my god, this is so nice. You know what's even nicer? If I keep spamming this button, we are slowly gonna reach the limit of exactly 69 Sunshake. Now we can turn the engine up, connect it to the bearing, and you can see it spinning. It's spinning using the power of Sunshake. So yeah, now you can use this like a regular engine. You just need to manually fill it up with Sunshake, which is really cool. Now, the more epic part is actually rendering Sunshakes inside the vending machine, which is gonna look so much better. How do vending machines actually work? Like, how much Sunshake can I possibly fit into this machine? I guess we're just gonna find out. Right, I just modified the code, so if I place this down... There's a giant Sunshake inside the engine. This is incredible. Like, this is so funny. But why does it disappear? I don't understand this. Why? Oh, I think I know why it was getting deleted. Because I didn't actually attach the effect itself to, like, the object itself. Before it was just, you know, it was just a random effect I created that wasn't attached to anything. So the game was like, oh, there's just an effect sitting here. Let's eat that from the existence. Which is usually a good thing to, you know, free up memory space. Right, I think I got the size of the Sunshake right. Then I just need to generate a huge array filled with a lot of Sunshakes across the multiple dimensions, which is gonna be fun. Okay, that was a little bit too straightforward for the Sunshake. And yes, this is actually scaled correctly. This is really cool. Right, I think the Sunshake is now centered correctly-ish. This is now just a bunch of guessing where the effects need to be. Like, this is still slightly offset. You can just see all the machines it took me to test the effect. Right, if I place this down now, we do not get a full machine of Sunshake yet. Yeah, the loop code is kinda jank, but as you'll see, we now get a full Sunshake vending machine. Except there's Sunshakes missing at the back. Did I say this code is jank? It is very jank. Anyway, there we go. Now we've got a total of 18 Sunshakes. Right now I just need to add the math to it, which makes these sunshakes appear depending on how much sunshake is actually in the machine. Alright, so I am now getting in console the amount of sunshake in the machine, which is pretty good. Okay, now this code should do the job of crushing. Alright, so you see this sunshake vending machine is empty. It's hard to tell, but as soon as they start adding sunshake to it, oh my god, this actually works. The more sunshake you add to it, the more will show up in the machine. This is genius. Ha ha ha! It's like a real sunshake vending machine. No, I mean, you can't really get the sunshake out of it, but it looks cool. Now, I just reduced the fuel to 69.69 because else it's really efficient. Theoretically, if I heat this useless gas engine level 5 and put this chonker of a sunshake machine on here, we can try and power the entire car with this. This should work now. It is kind of slow since I did not turn up the power as much, but it works. I think the sunshake is gonna last for quite a while. Now, I have one more idea what I can do with this. You see, at the moment, this sounds like a normal engine, and I was thinking maybe I can add some walk sounds the engine could do. Ah, walk moo effect. You know, this is good. It works! This is so stupid. But you know, this is why you can mod games, to make this happen. This is perfect. I love this thing. Grab mechanic, but on the moon. Well, since we're gonna mess with the terrain, I'm gonna need a new custom game. Then we just tell the config to load the creative stuff as usual. Right, and if I now load into the world, you'll be greeted by normal creative with normal terrain. So two things I need to change. Terrain generation, which I have no idea how to do, and the gravity, which is literally one line of code. Whenever the creative player gets loaded, I should be able to just... calling world-dependent functions in a no-world script. I still don't really know what this issue means, I just know that it means I can't do it in creative player. We're gonna need our own world script later anyway for the moon terrain, so I might as well just start with that. Alright, same issue. Let's try another file. I really know what I'm doing. Wait, I think I have an idea. We can do a custom world. Oh my god, I don't understand any of this. Alright, I think it might have worked. Aha, you can see the standard gravity in this game is 10. So let's figure out what the gravity on moon is. Then we compare this to the scrap mechanic proportion of things. Exactly, now I divide 10 through this number, and this is proportionally the gravity on scrap mechanic moon. Right, this is a really long number. I'm not sure if Lua can handle this. But now I've changed the gravity to 69, and you can still see I jump like normal. This is gonna be fun, because I have to work on this. But what you'll very much notice is if I, place a car down, it gets pushed really hard on the ground. If I spawn in one of my flyers that I usually use, you see we are not taking off the ground because the gravity is increased. Now, however, we can take off super easily, because gravity is so much lower than on Earth. Yeah, this is really epic. As you might have noticed, we are still not really affected by gravity. I was like, what if you swim on moon? But then I realized there isn't really an ocean on moon, so it doesn't matter. Which is good, because it's less physics for me. Oh my god, this car is constantly doing wheelies because of the gravity. It's so weird because you have not built cars for low gravity environments. Now, however, if we had my sticky wheels, which we can't have because we cannot have mods in custom games, so you're pretty much screwed. Alright, now why are we getting yeeted into the air? This has to do with stuff. You see, I'm trying to push a force onto our mechanic, so yeah, this is not working. Wait, it is working. You can see our jump is now longer than usual, so it feels like we had less gravity. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much pain, because if I'm jumping, I should keep jumping longer, you know? Because there's less friction? No, there's not less friction. I mean, of course, okay, moon does not have an atmosphere, so there is less friction. Yeah, that's a really long jump. And this feels awesome. Walks don't really jump, you know? Oh my god, okay, this already works. The ragdoll physics are already... Okay, this is perfect. Right, I'm just taking a look at the drag reducer script of the Engineer's Toolbox mod, which I showcased at one point, and the way they are reducing the drag to literally get all of the bodies of an object, getting its current velocity, and then applying an impulse opposite in that direction. Did I just say opposite? I mean, of course, in the direction, effectively accelerating the object a little, which counteracts the deceleration of the inherent drag of stuff. So if I do this in this moon world, it's gonna get laggy very quickly, but it's gonna also get a lot more awesome. And I think the jump height might be a little bit too high. Question, how far would you jump on Moon? Okay, so you jump half a meter on Earth, and on Moon it is 2.7 meters. So now I can use science to determine how high our dwarf should jump. Right, I cannot jump higher than this, so this is the jump height by default. This is now half a meter, which it definitely does not look like half a meter. I am really stupid. Just for the jump height, I first need to, you know, get rid of the usual height of our mechanic. So if I just get rid of all the blocks, our jump height is, yeah, this is really slow. Only 5 blocks, which makes perfect sense, so I need to jump 27 blocks high. So I worked it out being pretty much this high. Oh my god, this was almost perfect before. Yep, this is perfect. Okay, so now we have pretty much realistic jump height. We have realistic gravity for creations. Now we just have way too much drag, like we would have a stupid atmosphere or something. Right, now this should lead to some drag reduction on my character. Okay, I just accelerated to infinity. Maybe I reduced drag a little too much. You know, this is what you need physics for, and this looks kinda complicated. Man, that guy even put a copyright sign in his code, so I can't even yoink it. Oh, I'm now on a NASA website. And this is the amazing formula. Well, as long as I don't consider general relativity, our mass is gonna stay the same, our area is gonna stay the same, whatever this is gonna stay the same. So basically, I have a constant times velocity squared is drag. Right, now I plug these numbers in, and I guess we'll just hope I'm not gonna accelerate to infinity anymore, which is pretty good. I'm probably gonna make a new map, because now this is usually why I try to stay away from physics. Drag reduced. Do you really feel the effect? I can't tell. So let's turn it up to 11 and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, look. Okay, we get to infinity again. The worst part of it all is I don't even know how the physics and scrap mechanic handle things. Like, why is Scrapman not doing modding? He seems to be knowing a lot of physics and stuff. I just know how to code. Oh, now look at this. I am not touching my keyboard anymore, and we are keeping a lot of momentum, which is really epic. Yeah, this feels really spacey. A little bit too spacey, like, why am I not coming? Oh, we're accelerating. That is bad. Yeah, this is not how physics really work, but it's gonna look alright in the end. So yeah, now it really feels like I'd be jumping in gravity-ish, I don't know. I think I just realized I don't need to generate terrain. I can just subscribe to about every moon tile I can find on the workshop. This is not the right colors all over the place, but I don't care. It works. I've now got something like a moon terrain. Of course, this is not perfect at all. You know, I'm just making it nighttime whenever it loads into the world. Now, this really starts to look like a moon. So yeah, this could be improved if you put more effort into the world instead of literally yoinking together all the tiles that have moon in it. And I could also try and reduce the drag of objects, but this is so much physics. I do not like those physics. I am happy enough with the results. I think it gets the job done. Yeah, let me know if you have any more mod ideas I should try, and I'll hope to see you soon again.